Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. My name is Caroline. I am a Pilates instructor in LA. Core by Caroline is my Instagram, and I'm going to walk you guys through some products today. We're going to walk through some of the things that I wear all the time, some of the brands that I get all the time, a couple of my favorite add-ons that I use in my classes, and we'll kind of go through each product individually. If you have questions on these products, now is the time to ask. You can ask, about the cut of something, how the fabric is, whatever it is. I'm here to answer all of those questions. I think with athleisure, it can be really confusing because you never know what you're going to get in terms of how it feels. And the last thing that I want to do is put something on my body that does not feel comfortable when I'm working out. So let's start. We're going to start with these biker shorts. These are the Morgan Stewart Sport biker shorts. I'll get up and I'll show you. So these are really, really cute. So comfortable. Like buttery. They're kind of similar to the Align fabric if you've ever had Lululemon pants. I'm not crazy about a lot of seams on clothes, but these are actually placed pretty well. I don't know if you can see this. Let me show you. So there's down the sides, one in the front. It's not that seamy. I don't love a full seam short because I feel like it can be kind of constricting and not flattering. These are pretty flattering. Again, super comfortable. I would wear these all the time. They're also very cute if you want to put a sweatshirt over and you just want to go run out and get a cup of coffee. They're not too short. They're not too long. They are, yeah, they're the best. Honestly, they're really super comfortable, and everything that you buy in this stream is going to be 15% off. On top of that, for a lot of the fashion stuff, so a lot of the clothing, if you type in, I believe it's birthday, I'll double check, but there's an extra discount off on everything that's fashion in this. Anything that you buy in the stream, 15% off. Really great color. I don't have anything else this color. I've always been kind of nervous by this color, but I think it looks pretty good, especially when you're tan. So shorts, super cute, very flattering. What else? Questions on those shorts? Sometimes they're really, really long. I'm 5'4", so sometimes they'll go, too far down because they're built for people that are 6'1", not 6'1", more 5'8". They're not too thick. No. They're again, it's kind of like the Align pant. It feels a little bit more jersey type. So it's a very comfortable, just a very nice, almost sleepy fabric. Something you would sleep in. I would probably sleep in these. Yeah, they're super comfortable. And the waistband it's a little bit thicker, but it's not like when you get those shorts and they're twice as thick in the waistband and then really thin in the legs. So it makes you look bulky at your waist and then thin in the legs. It's pretty much the same. It's a slightly doubled up fabric, but it's not so much fabric that you feel the waistband is way too thick, if that makes sense. Everything else, Morgan Stewart Sport, is super cute. I think a lot of it is sold out, but I actually prefer to mix and match colors sometimes. I don't want to look too put together. I kind of want to look I'm still serious about working out. Sometimes I love a set. Doesn't mean I'm not serious about working out. Just sometimes I like to put all of those things and mix them up. Okay, cool. Let's, we got a lot to go through here. Let's talk about this bra. We're going to show the bra. Girlfriend Collective. If you're not familiar, Girlfriend Collective is an incredible brand and very inclusive size-wise. They are a eco-friendly brand, so I love to support this brand as much as I can. I have a lot of stuff from here, and this bra I have in all different sizes and different colors. So I had to get the white one because it was the only one I didn't have. But it's so supportive. I've been doing classes online and I can like see myself. Sometimes I'll be like running and I'm like, this is not a supportive bra. But you do not have to worry about it with Girlfriend Collective. It is so supportive, but it doesn't feel like you're gonna like burst out of the seams. Back is pretty cute, right? It's basic, it's simple. It's not trying to be anything crazy, but it fits really well. I got an extra small. I would maybe get a small. I think with brands that are so inclusive like that, size-wise, you can play with the sizes. So you can play with, you know, if you're a smaller or medium, you could probably choose between one or the other. If you get this, you should get it in as many colors as you can. Because Girlfriend doesn't really do a lot of sales through their site. So this is honestly a screaming deal. I would get it. I think I also have one coming in blue. It's the best. It's very flattering. If you want to pull it down, you can get a little bit more up top. If you want to pull it up, you can get a little bit more core, whatever you're looking for. It's just very simple cut, nothing crazy. I love it. Super comfortable. Questions on that bra? Questions on the fabric? Oh, I guess I should talk about the fabric. If you don't own anything from Girlfriend, their fabric is pretty much the same across the board, at least in the things that I've tried. And it's really, it's very form-fitting, which is why I think you can float between a small and an extra small, or a small and a medium, or a medium and a large. I think you can float between them just depending on like where you're at in your life. This is an extra small. I would probably have an extra small for when I am in the first 3 weeks of the month, and then small for when I'm in the last week of the month, because you know your body changes during your life. So hi. Some of the bras are a little bit tighter on the top. So if you, I mean, I just don't really have a lot going on up here, which I'm totally fine with. But maybe if you feel like you have more to work with here, maybe you size up a little bit. Again, it's not so small that I'm like regretting my decision. I do like a tight fit. I like to feel really pulled in. Usually I am a smaller and extra small just in typical clothing. I think I'm like a 32. So across the ribs, it feels really comfortable. Sometimes I'll get a sports bra and I'll feel like I have to take it off because my back will hurt. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, but sometimes you're just like, I gotta get this off. I don't feel like that. Probably because it's thick, like that. Thick around, yeah, it can be way too tight, but it feels very good. So fabric feels, this is gonna be a really bad comparison. Fabric feels like a comfortable, no, I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say a comfortable wetsuit. That's probably not accurate. It's not soft like the shorts. It is super comfortable. It's just more structured. So like 50% of a wetsuit, half of it. That probably makes no sense. But I have a million pieces from Girlfriend. Their pants are great. This bra, they have a couple of other bras that are really nice and supportive. And if you're just joining, sizing wise, this is an XS. I would get a small or an extra small, depending on how I feel. Sometimes you don't want to be in like the tightest bra ever. Any other questions? I think that's good. Let's go to these bands. Okay. So the bands, the loop bands. I am going to be honest. I'm not a big latex band girl. I like the non-slip ones. but these are thick. They're thicker so that they're not gonna, like, on my legs, they're not gonna bunch up the same way that those smaller ones do. They're actually gonna stay put. And I do like these for a lot of different reasons. I like to use them for arm stuff. I like to use them for core stuff. So sometimes a non-slip band is not what you're looking for. Sometimes you want something that's a little bit stretchier. I also stretch with these. You can do a whole ton. The set comes with 3 different sizes, 3 different resistance levels. Having trouble with words today. The medium, light, and then heavy. I would say light is a really good, like, stretchy one, ab one, some arms. The heavy one is great for glutes. Great, great, great. We use these a lot in my classes. Sometimes we'll do like a double band workout where we do a non-slip and a resistance band like this, because you can use them on different parts of your body in different ways. So they're pretty crucial, I think, just to have in your home gym. $12. Yeah, why would you not just get these? And obviously bands are great to travel with. So they're great to bring with you when you're going on a plane. They're so easy to pack in a suitcase. And again, very, very easy to find ways to work with them. All that you're doing with these is just working with your body to create stability against resistance. So I think also on this, in this package, it comes with some free workouts and how-to videos, or you can go to my Instagram and look at those videos. I will probably get some up with these bands because they are really thick, and I have other ones, but they're not wide. Thick is not the right answer or the right word. They're wide across. So normally bands would be like, you know, half of that. And so then when you put them on, they're always like going all the way up your legs. Because these are wider across, all the way across, you're going to get a little bit more stability on your legs. In terms of the resistance levels, also if you're buying non-slip bands, the light is like, light for who? I don't understand who this is light for. So sometimes you don't know how light is. This is a good stretch. This is what I think of when I think of a light resistance band. And I've seen a lot of resistance bands in my day. Medium, let's check it out. Definitely a medium. It doesn't feel like it's so much heavier than the light. Feels like it's definitely a step up, but it's not like to the point where you're confused about whether you should be able to do this or not. Heavy, again, I really like this heavy band because I don't think that anybody needs to be working with some of the resistance levels that some of these bands on the market put out. I don't know who is using some of those bands. Definitely not me. I've never touched the heavy band in my other set. I would use this. It feels like it would be a little bit more effective to have these 3 than to have just one light band in a set of 2 others that you don't use. So I actually really like these, and I will use them. Questions on the bands? They do have that, like, you know, they're a little powdery when they come out. It's just like a standard nylon band. I think it's nylon. I'm not nylon, latex. Yeah. So those are good. I'm a fan of these. Thick bands, that's all you need in your life. All right, let's go to Bala, the MVP. These are the real deal. So I had these in blue. I bought these a while ago. I want to say like 2 years ago. I had them in like the navy. And again, I'm 5'4". I didn't even really want to put them on because I just felt like I'm doing live classes and I felt like they made me look like shorter, and I didn't like the way that it looked. Sounds very vain. But I wouldn't want to wear them out in public. Now I got the nude and I'm like stoked to wear these in public. I would recommend 1 pound. We all think that we have 2 pounds and I think we actually have 1. The half pound, I don't think that's a bad choice. I think the 1 pound is like really you're gonna get your money's worth. So just to give you a preview here of how these work. You can slide these little these little like bars. You can slide those, there's a fly in my face, and you can slide them down to make them super, super tight. So they don't actually stretch out, contrary to popular belief. The bars of weights just kind of get separated. Easiest thing in the world. Yeah, it was really confusing when I first got them. You just have to slide them down. Some people think that they get stretched out. I have pretty small wrists, so they definitely fit. They can go all the way around. And I do a lot of stuff with these. I like them again for traveling because say you're in like a gym in a hotel and they only have 2s, 3s, and 20s. And you're like, ugh, I really wanted to lift with 5s, or I really wanted to do this Pilates class with 5s. Then at least you can take the 3s in the gym and you can put these on your wrists and you're closer to 5 instead of just like, not feeling like you're getting enough work with a 3 or with a 2. And again, if you want to go even heavier, if you're in between weights that you're able to work with, they're great. They're just a good add-on. When you pack with them, they come in this little bag, this cute little zipper bag. They just slide back in. They go in your suitcase, or you can lay them flat, and they travel really well. What else with these? They're just so cute. I always see people walking around LA with them on like their wrists or their ankles. You can wear them on hikes. You can wear them, I don't know. You can wear them wherever you want. You can wear them out and about. So like I said, I have the blue ones. The nude is a little bit more my speed. I like to look as tall as possible. I think that's like a Pilates thing. What else? Oh, the older version of these, they're, why are words so hard today? Their Velcro actually felt a lot less like industrial than these do. So these feel like, you're gonna love these. These feel like they're actually gonna stay on. And sometimes, you get a little sweaty and you feel like they're gonna slip, and then it's not gonna be an issue. So let's put them on the ankles. You would be shocked and appalled at how much work you're gonna get out of these, especially if you're taking like a class. You're gonna get a ton of work. Like if you're here, I was just doing some of these and you just want to add like a little bit more weight for your core to work with on your ankles, amazing. If you're on your side and you're doing some side laying work and your leg is out, oh, let's see if you can see me. Leg is out, you're doing these kinds of things. They start to feel so intense in the best way possible. And it's only 1 pound. Like it shouldn't feel that crazy, but they're great. They're cute. They motivate you to work out. I think if you brought these in your suitcase, you'd be like, well, I brought them, so I better use them. There's a little mini tutorial for you. What else? Oh, I also love them more than handheld weights because they're so quick for transitions. If you've ever taken one of my classes, you know that we like to move pretty fast. So when we do things that are a little bit more intense, we want weights on, and we want weights in your hands, and you're going from a plank to a side plank. You don't have to worry about taking the weight out when you're in that plank putting the weight down on the floor, then going up to your side plank, doing stuff with your arms, whatever it is. They're just on your wrists. And that is a huge win for me. Super cute. Super cute. And you get a great deal on these today. I actually would get them in white too, because I kind of love white, everything. And nude is probably my favorite, because then nobody needs to know that you're wearing them. So all these things together, this is like an actually good travel starter kit. This is a good outfit to wear where you're like not trying to cause a scene that you're working out on vacation. Some people don't like it when people do that. I am that person that works out. So a light colored top, cute shorts, throw a sweatshirt on. Not that anyone's wearing a sweatshirt at this point in the year. I think it's probably like 90 degrees today in LA. All of these things travel really, really well. The loop bands you could probably even throw in this and make it even more compact and put it in your carry-on or put it in your checked bag. Yeah, I know. It's always about. Sometimes I'm the one working out. Sometimes I'm the one getting mad at people for talking about working out. So I'm like, you know that my job is literally to work out and I would like a day off. It depends. It really depends. Questions? Do you guys have questions on the fit of anything? We'll just go back through some of the stuff. The top, Girlfriend Collective. It is a super eco-friendly brand, very inclusive size-wise, which is so important, and not a lot of other brands are doing. So I can imagine just like the most respect for these women who are running this company, and just they really deserve all of the business because they have changed. They've started to really change that industry in general. The bra does fit true to size. Again, I float between sizes. I really do, between a small and an extra small. It's not outside of like your sister size, I would say. I'm like a 32. This is an extra small. Sometimes I want it to be a little bit looser up top, but for what's happening today in my life, it does fit true to size. Yeah, make sure that if you're planning on purchasing anything, you do it in the live, because you will get 15% off. You will get 25% off with the code birthday, I think, on the clothes. So there are some exclusions, so make sure you check in on that, but check out with those codes. The shorts are really, really cute. Morgan Stewart Sport, I think it's LA Collective that kind of hosts her whole line. I'll show you the shorts again because they're just so darn cute. Again, the waistband's not really too thick. It's not too thin. I feel supported. I don't know which way to step. Okay. I feel supported, and it feels like it's a pretty good fabric to handle sweat. It happens. Sometimes it definitely passes the squat test. I won't do it on camera because I don't think that's what we're here for today. But it does pass the squat test. If you know, you know. And the waistband is really nice. It's not making me feel like I'm gonna fall out. It's keeping me controlled, but it's not so much control that you feel like you don't know how to move your body anymore. Oh, of course, my phone is dying. So yeah, those are like all of the products that I have for you. But I'm happy to answer any more questions. I still have a few more minutes here. Any questions on the bands, any questions on the ballas? You can even ask me ways that I would use them. I will probably just show you anyway. I like these actually for a lot of endurance stuff. So it's not major weightlifting, right? It's not like 1 pound is going to make you look like you have been only living in the gym for the past 10 years. It's going to give you this like really endurance kind of look. So I always do things that are like arm circles with these, you know, stuff that's small. We'll do like rotational movement, forward and back. You can do bicep curls added on with other weights. They're just a good thing to have. I'm all about keeping my gym kind of stocked with everything. Props make a huge difference. They make a huge difference in my classes. Even the smallest amount of weight is going to change your workout. It's going to change how something feels. So with the 1 pounds, you can move freely. You can add them on to other weights that you're using. If you're feeling like yours have stretched out, they actually haven't. The bars will move and it will be difficult to put them back on unless you slide them all the way down. So when you get them, if they feel like they're not fitting, slide the bars all the way down and then bring them all the way around. And like this is that looks industrial, right? Sweat proof. They don't really move around on you as long as you've really locked them in. They don't slide. There's no part of them that I feel like is flawed. They're just really well designed. Other ankle weights that I have used, I think are really heavy. One time I bought a pair of ankle weights that was like 3.5 pounds, thinking that I was going to be like, oh, that's easy. I don't think I've ever touched them since. I think I put them on my leg once and I was like, nope, because that's too heavy. 1 pound is going to do it for you. I think that 2 pounds, I don't even know if anyone actually has the 2 pounds. I just really like the 1 pound. You'll work harder. You'll work the slightest bit harder. And that's kind of with all of my workouts and Pilates in general. Like we don't want to work twice as hard. We want to work smarter, not harder. And so we're just giving you like the smallest baby amount of change of weight in your body. And it's a gradual buildup to getting to another place, right? So if you wanted to work with 2 pounds in planks, sure, fine. But start with 1 and then maybe add on a 2 pound and then you're at 3. It's going to be a lot harder, but you're still going to give yourself the ability to work up to the next level. And the other thing that you can do that you can't do, in my opinion, with hand weights, if you've ever done like quadruped, that's like hands and knees work, and had somebody tell you to put a weight behind your knee and you kind of feel like it's falling all over, you can really squeeze these behind your knees. So they're not just for ankles and wrists. You can use them in a lot of different ways. I was trying to think about last night how else I would use them. And so I think now I have to figure out where else you can use them. The one thing I will say is that your Apple Watch, if you're wearing an Apple Watch, I just slide my Apple Watch further down or I bring these further up. It's not going to make a huge difference where they're at. But if you do have an Apple Watch, you definitely want to just like change the positioning of them. Okay, questions. Any other questions that I can answer before we go? Because I just rambled for like a solid 4 minutes. I will be back. Don't forget about the birthday code. Don't forget, if you check out now, you get 15%. This is a great time to do it. If you're joining any of my upcoming classes, I will be using these. So they're great. I love them. I love this top. I love these shorts. I wouldn't lie to you. Love the bands. While you're here, get them in, check out, enter birthday, see if that works for you guys. Make sure that that 15% goes through as well. And that's all I got for you. Thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you next time. I'll see you next week.